Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to this video. It's a really quick one. What I want to do is share. We can do a thing or two in Model Maker. Yeah, and it's mainly common in cadastral surveying. When you're making a general plan, that's one of the cadastral plans. You have to show or indicate the distances and directions for each segment on property boundaries. So let me just share my screen. Right, so I'm going to assume you already have your theoreticals or your coordinates, and you've already plotted them in Model Maker. So when you have this setup, just a minute. Okay, when you have this setup, you have a general plan which will look like this. So these are different properties. We have this property, that property, and other neighboring properties. So now what you are going to do when drawing your general plan, you have to indicate the length and direction for each segment. So there's a quicker way of doing this in Model Maker, unlike you having to type out each distance and direction in AutoCAD. Um, in Model Maker, you can actually use the survey function, which will then you use to indicate the property for each parcel, for each land parcel, and then the distances and directions will come automatically. So I'm just going to show you a quick one for these properties which are here, these 5 properties here. So how you do it is you go to, that's after you've loaded your points and you've drawn your boundaries, you go to the survey function, which is this one here. So just a minute. Right. So you click on survey. Just a moment. Okay, so you click on survey, then you're going to have these options at the bottom which will show. So what we're interested in is the area function. So we click on area, and then we have these options which are going to pop up. So we will define our area by this first option, which is any irregular shape. We do not want to choose the rectangular area because we have different shapes in our drawing. So we click that, and then we say define irregular area. So after we do that, we make sure that we have our DTM function turned on. We shouldn't be in the freehand mode. And then we go to our area of interest, to our parcel. So we start from there, we click, then we go to the next point and click. We go to the third point, we click, fourth point, and then we also go back to the point where we started from. So we click there, and then we now right click on our mouse. Then we're going to have these options which will pop up. So from here, we have to accept the defined area. After we accept the defined area, we're going to have these pop-up this pop-up dialog box in which we have to now choose the parameters that we want to show on our drawing for that defined area. So area name, we can actually maintain this name, which is here, sub1. You can give it a name if it has a different name. Then if we want to copy the data that we've just measured, that's the area, we can actually choose area, perimeter, and coordinates and consistency. So once we do this, we can click on info, and these things will be copied and pasted in our editor such that we can copy and paste somewhere else, maybe in Word or Excel or something like that. But today we're not doing this, so we can actually do that. We can clear that. Yeah, so we've cleared the editor. But then here, what we're interested in is the area text. So we want the area to show for this property. And we also want the dimensions. So the dimensions are basically the distance and the direction for each line, for each segment. So once we do that, we now click on, so we make sure these two are checked, the area text and the dimension. So after that is done, we now go on quick. So we click on quick, and then we're going to have this pop-up box where we can define the height for our text. So maybe let me put it at 10. Then the width 1.1.02 is okay. And we can click on OK. And we can see in the background we have something which has popped up there. So if we want to move on to the next next area, we can actually click there, then I'll come there and do that, and that. So basically just following the points. So accept and define, the lines will show again. And again, I can click on define, then go on the next boundary, the next parcel, and I do that again, and I accept. And I go to the next one. So we've seen, you can actually see as we are moving, there's parameters which are showing. So this is the direction. That's 16 degrees, 52 minutes, 9 seconds. Then the length is 236.39. Yeah, so it's as easy as that. So once this is done, let me just do for these two. There. Accept. Then I can cancel. So now once this is done, so we can do for all the properties here, all of these. And then once all this is done, we can actually export. Yeah, we can actually export this in DXF format. Yeah, we can actually go on output and select this. We can actually tackle that in our next video on how we can export to DXF and then to AutoCAD in order to do up the finishing. Yeah, so I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate uh, to drop them in the comment section. Yeah.